Hola! Annyeong! Hello guys, this is Mayan. In this video, I will be discussing 6 topics that includes grammaring, grammaticalizing, error correction versus feedback, grammatical assessment, spoken and written grammar, and lastly, pedagogical issues. This is my second educational vlog and I hope that you guys will learn from this video. In grammaring, the grammar here has features of duality. That is, it should be taken both as knowledge and as ability, hoping to have students who are knowledgeable and be able to use grammatical structure accurately, meaningfully, and appropriately. And also, it emphasizes grammar as a dynamic process rather than a system of rules. In other words, it is thinking of grammar as a skill to be mastered rather than a set of rules to be memorized. Grammaticalizing. The fundamental insight of grammaticalizing is grammation, which means the change from lexical to grammatical content via reanalysis of lexical item to be merged in a functional category, which means the modification of the lexical item to grammatical content that will be merged in a functional category and start to fulfill a more grammatical function. Error correction versus feedback. When a teacher performed an error correction, it is always being followed by a feedback, which is a usual part of most traditional and even non-traditional school approaches. When we talk about error correction, it is a way to develop competence of grammar learners or even the language learners. It can be used to attain conscious knowledge about grammar and in learning the grammar rules. On the other hand, providing learners with feedback which they can use to correct their misapprehension is an essential part or function of teaching. Feedback can be in a form of correction. It primarily exists to allow everyone to see what is needed to improve or change. This refers to the corrective comments, which is the negative type of feedback, and affirming comments, which is the positive feedback. Grammatical assessment is a process of assessing students' grammar. These are the tools and instruments that could test and assess if an individual is grammatically improving. Grammatical assessment can be evaluated by its correct use in communication through listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Written and spoken grammar. Spoken grammar is not as formal as written grammar. It includes contraction, just like I'll, don't, and can't, which are really not appropriate in written grammar, as well as the inclusion of slang words or colloquialism. On the other hand, written grammar is a formal one. It is stricter than spoken grammar. It is more planned and precise, therefore, there are only few of margin of errors, which has a more sophisticated vocabulary and format of idea presentation than spoken grammar. Pedagogical issues. This refers to the problems that occur when a specific pedagogy is not efficient and effective to both learners and educator. When a specific pedagogy is applicable to a particular student but won't work to some student, that is the time when the issue comes in. Example of pedagogy is collaboration. The teacher and students collaborate and work together to achieve learning. The issue comes in when it is not effective in one way or another. Collaboration may not work for all students, so the teacher needs to redesign his or her teaching styles and modify the teaching approaches to meet the students' need.